and I'm gonna start with the beginning, just so you guys have a little, because a lot of you guys have been harassing me, a lot of you guys have been DMing me death threats, all kinds of crazy shit, have no idea who I am, nothing about me at all. So let me tell you guys a little story, not about so much about me, but about how I met Aaron. So Aaron and I had the same booking agent, okay? So the same person that was booking his concerts in Canada was the guy who books my concerts in Canada. If you guys didn't know, I'm a rapper. Not that it matters. But anyway, the point is that we ended up on the same shows, you know what I mean? Because of having the same booking agent. Now, my music is mostly like hip hop and R&B, and it's mostly oriented towards a female audience. So when my booking agent mentioned the Aaron Carter show, I was just thinking in my head, well, who listens to Aaron Carter, right? A lot of females mostly, you know what I mean? So I was like, this will work for me because it's in the demographic of the majority of people that listen to our music. So I ended up doing shows with him, and to be honest with you guys, like, I pretty much like judged Aaron like right from the beginning, and not even fairly. Like, I judged this guy based on like what TV said about him. I caught like the Dr. Phil shit, but I'd also been like kind of watching him since I was a kid. Not like a fan of his, but like just seeing him, like, you know what I mean? Like one of my, just one sec. One of my earliest memories is just seeing him on like Bop magazine. It was like a magazine, had all the teeny bop people on it, and I remember seeing him on the front of that shit when I was a kid, and I'd be standing at the grocery store with my mom, and like that's how like I remember him. And then I seen his reality show with his family, House of Carters. It used to come on like Canadian, what we call Much Music. It's like Canadian MTV. They had that shit on there, so like I was watching that a little bit, and I thought Aaron was like cool, you know what I mean, just based on like him trying to produce and rap and shit like that. I thought that was like a cool transition from me knowing him to be a boy bander, you know what I'm saying, because I'm into hip hop and rap. So anyway, like that's how much I knew about Aaron, but I pretty much just like judged him based on like everything I saw. So like when it came time for me to do shows with this guy and like be around this guy, like I wasn't necessarily trying to really like be his friend necessarily. I wasn't, like, if anything, I was trying to kind of avoid him, you know what I mean? And not for any good reason at that time, just cause like my own preconceived notions, which was kind of whack because like I didn't take the time to actually like formulate my own conclusion. I was running off of like what the media was saying and shit. So anyway, I meet him. He instantly like gave me like a Love Money Gang hoodie, and he was like real cool, and he put me on his live, and he got me some followers. Like the second I met him, he's like, yo, go on live, I'll go on live, blah 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 blah. Like he was just being cool, right? And I'm like, he's alright, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I still wasn't really trying to be his friend or anything, because like at the end of the day, I'm not trying to look to make friends. I was there to do shows, get my money, get back to the hotel room and smoke my weed with my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? So like that's pretty much like what I was trying to do. So anyway, come the very last day of this tour, like the very, very last day of, like, you know what I mean, me doing shows with this guy, I'm leaving my hotel room, and we're all on like the same floor. Like Aaron has a hotel room, our manager or our booking agent has a hotel room here, and I have a hotel room here. So I'm leaving out of my hotel room early. They're still sleeping because they're night, they'd be up all night and shit. As soon as my part of my show was done, I just, you know what I mean? So I'm rested. I'm ready to get my day on. So I go knock on my manager's door, and the reason why I was knocking on his door was because I left my sneakers in his room or whatever. So as I'm like knocking on his door, it woke Aaron up. So Aaron's in the thing next door. So he opens the door and he's like, yeah, excuse me, Andrew, can I talk to you for a second? And I'm like, yeah, okay. So I walk over, and then Aaron's like, I'm not going to keep imitating his voice. I just think I do a good Aaron impression, but anyway, but like, he brought me over to his room or whatever. He's like, come in here for a second. So I came in, and he's like, okay, is this guy your manager? And I'm like, well, yeah, kind of. And he's like, okay, not anymore. I'm your manager. And he just starts talking fast. Like, he's like, I'm your manager. We're going to do this. I'm going to sign you, to my label, and I'm going to get you an advance right away. And I'm just sitting there, like, listening to this guy, like, looking at him, like, what the fuck are you talking about, right? And he's, like, telling me all the plays that's gonna happen, right? And I'm just like, all right. So I'm like just letting him talk or whatever. And then finally he's like, okay, look, I need help. You're from here, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm from here. He's like, okay, can you help me find a mansion? I want to buy a mansion, and I'd like to buy a luxury property in Canada, and I want you to help me find it. I have some money. Do you know where we can get weed? Now he has me, because I'm a huge pothead. Everybody knows that shit. So he's like, can we get some weed? I'm like, okay. Yeah, I know where to get some weed. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, all right, let's go get a bunch of weed. I'll go rent a car. Let's just go, help me look at these couple mansions. So that experience ended up with me like being on the road with him for like 4 or 5 days. Me and him driving around my home province in Canada of Nova Scotia, looking at luxury properties, driving around, smoking weed, just vibing out, listening to music. Like we had a lot in common musically. Like he liked to like pretty much all the rap that I really fuck with. Aaron was really into all the older singers that he was into. I was into. We're within 2 years age of each other too. Just one second. Yeah, we're in like 2 years age limit of each other too, or age range of each other. So like we have a very similar, like, you know what I mean, growing up and shit like that. So we had shit in common. And I actually just became friends with this guy. Like I couldn't deny it. Like I liked him. You know what I mean? Like I had to throw my preconceived notions out the window, and I was like, yo, this guy's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like if he had grown up where I grew up, he could have hung out with me and my people, and he would have been like cool. He would have got like been cool in the neighborhood and shit. You know what I mean? Like he would have been all right. So like I'm just like taking that in. So he wanted to sign me like right away to his record label, Raccoose Records. And so this is the important part for all you people that think I'm a clout chaser or think that I was sniffing up to Aaron's ass for something or I was looking for something from him. This is what you need to know. He offered me a record contract, right? And it would have been like a decent little chunk of money. It's in advance, so I would have had to pay it back. But it was a good little chunk of money. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything crazy. But he offered that to me right away, and I turned it down. And the reason I turned it down is because I knew not to do business with Aaron. And the reason why I knew not to do business with Aaron is because I seen that he wasn't focused on music at the time. You know what I mean? He's doing his podcast shit. You know what I mean? He's doing like the tabloid thing, whatever. I'm focused on music. So I knew that like me signing to somebody who's not necessarily focused on music wouldn't be the right mix. Like I'm not stupid. I'm not just a guy who's looking for any opportunity out there. Like I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm not rich or anything. I'm not trying to act like that, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm comfortable. So like I don't really need to latch on to anybody. I'm not like an ex-drug addict or anything that's like recovering that needs and that's no disrespect to people that are, but I'm just saying like I'm in a healthy state of mind. I'm in a good place. I don't need to latch on to anybody. And I told him like, nah, I don't really want to sign or whatever. He told people he signed me. I kind of went along with it online a little bit. You know what I mean? But that was pretty much all that really happened, okay? Now, here's the thing that's important too. The second day that I know Aaron, I have Logan Paul's chain. So you guys want to know how the celebrity boxing thing started? It started with me. It was my idea. I set it up. That was all me. Think about it. Aaron doesn't fight. Aaron doesn't box. Aaron doesn't do martial arts. I'm a mixed martial artist. I'm a boxer. I do all those things. That's why I got him that fight with celebrity boxing. How that fight came about with celebrity boxing is because he was on Logan Paul's podcast 2 days before he was with me. And the 2 days that he was before with Logan Paul, him and Logan Paul traded chains on the podcast. He gave him the impulsive chain. Aaron gave him a chain. They parted ways. The next day, Logan Paul comes online, says Aaron's chain's fake, has fake diamonds in it. He traded him a real chain. Basically, Aaron bamboozled him, right? So Aaron's on live discussing this with me sitting in the hotel room. So like I knew that Logan Paul had just boxed somebody. And the reason why I knew is because I'm a fight fan. So like on my YouTube suggestions, I get this suggestion and it says Logan Paul versus KSI. And it caught my attention, not because I knew who those guys were, but it caught my attention because the guy's name was KSI. I've never seen a boxing match where a guy had a name, like just a nickname, like there was no name there, it was just KSI. So I was like, who the hell is this guy? So I click on it, and then I watch Logan Paul box KSI. I didn't even know who Logan Paul was at the time, but I knew that he boxed. So now Aaron has his chain. So I grabbed the chain from Aaron because Logan and him were talking shit back and forth. And I'm 6'2". I'm about 210 pounds. I'm the same height and weight as Logan. So I grabbed the chain and I said, look, Logan, if you really want this chain back, because he said he wanted the chain back, I said, you got to box me, man. I was like, you box me, you beat me, you get the chain back from Aaron. That's what started the celebrity boxing thing. That's how celebrity boxing and Damon Feldman even came into the picture. It perked their little ears up, and they just come running after Aaron. Oh, we're here, you want to box, or something to do with boxing. So me and Aaron take a meeting with Damon Feldman, and basically I told Aaron, like, yo, this would be really good if you took this, like, celebrity boxing contract, not to box Logan, you know what I'm saying, but to box somebody. And I was like, it would be, like, really good for you and stuff like that. And you guys got to realize the reason why I got Aaron hooked up with that, and the reason why I wanted him to box, wasn't like for any reason about money or about clout or anything like that. The reason why I suggested that he box is because I know what kind of discipline that boxing can instill in somebody. You know what I mean? I've watched people that have severe drug problems and issues come to the boxing gym and pour all their energy into it and just get everything back out of it and just come out completely transformed into new people. Like, I've watched this. It happened to me myself. I was actually blind for 5 years in my life, believe it or not. And I came out of blindness, and I fought 4 months after. My first fight was 4 months after I came out of being blind for 5 years in my adult life. So I know how good martial arts is, boxing, all that stuff. It can really rebuild a person. So that's the reason why I wanted Aaron to box, because I had a plan to help him. I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo, this guy needs my help. You know what I mean? Like, he's in a kind of like a rough place right now, whatever. I don't know a lot about him. Like, I'm not a fan of his. I don't watch any of that shit. I didn't know any of that shit. The only reason I knew he was on Logan Paul's Live is because I knew I had shows coming up with him. So I was paying attention to a little bit of what he was doing. So, like, I'm just looking at him like, yo, he could use my help. Let me try to help him through boxing. That would be like the perfect way. And I was thinking too that through the training process, he would build discipline, he'd build mental toughness, he'd be focused. It would teach him how to focus his mind. He would get in really good shape again, come out looking like a lion in the boxing game, and it would switch his career around. Like, that's where my intention was, okay? So I set up the boxing thing for Aaron. We take the meetings with Damon. Aaron says he's going to sign. It takes him a year to sign. Damon's messaging me every day, trying to act like he's my best friend. And by the way, Damon Feldman, like, you did me dirty too. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, it is what it is. But, he's messaging me every day. Hey, what's up with your boy? Is Aaron going to sign? Is Aaron going to sign? Finally, a year later, Aaron signs, and then I get pushed out the picture. I was supposed to be his trainer. And not only was I supposed to be his trainer, I was supposed to box on the undercard of the event. That was the whole thing. I was going to box on the undercard. Aaron was going to be the main event. We had a little storyline. Damon was trying to get me to box Logan at the time. Now, keep in mind, I know it sounds crazy now, but at the time, Logan wasn't what he is now. He only had one boxing match. He was boxing guys just in his backyard for YouTube content. They were trying to set up the fight with me. Then they tried to set up the fight with me and Jake. You know what I mean? But Aaron was just kind of like, no, I'll fight Logan. I want to fight Logan. But Damon obviously didn't have any plans of that ever. You know what I mean? But he wanted to find him someone to fight. So anyway, I ended up getting screwed out of that deal. But the thing is I didn't really get screwed out of the deal because I didn't expect anything from Aaron in the first place. Like, I didn't have an expectation when I met him. Like I told you guys, I wasn't there to, like, get something from him. Like, we ended up together by chance, not because, like, I sought it out or because I was a fan of his or I'm from an online community. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm just a regular dude that makes music in Canada. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I didn't feel screwed because I didn't expect nothing from this guy. And if you don't expect anything, you can't get screwed. But I did just kind of be like, okay, I see how you move. So for all you people that think that I'm some kind of fucking fool or think, messaging me every day saying, oh, when will you ever see through this and see through that? What you guys don't realize is I'm not no fucking fool. I know what I'm looking at. I know who I'm looking at. But the thing is, man, I wanted to help Aaron. I genuinely wanted to help Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen somebody that needed a real person in his life that was going to talk real to him, that was going to give him, like, the real deal and give him some tough love. And that's what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the Damon Feldman thing goes by. I'm like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The next thing that comes up is I have a song called Verified. My song Verified's doing really good. It's kind of, it's blowing up in its own little capacity. You know what I'm saying? And Aaron really liked it. His fans really liked it. He's like, yo, I want to jump on Verified. I'm like, yo, no problem. So he was supposed to do the record Verified with me. But in the back of my head, I'm like, Aaron's not going to do it, but we'll send it anyway, right? He told everybody he's going to do it. I still have fans messaging me from him asking if Verified's done. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't jump on my record Verified. It's fine. I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I didn't have an expectation from Aaron. So he can't hurt me. Like, that's the thing. I don't know who's been hurt by Aaron. You guys think he goes around, making everybody his victim. Like, I'm not his victim. Like, I didn't have an expectation from him. So he did the verified thing. I'm like, all right. But what you guys need to know is like what me and Aaron actually talk about is me helping him. Like he calls me when he needs like real actual help, when real things are going on. He doesn't call me to gossip about celebrity gossip or who did what or who's snaking who or like all the shit that these people talk about all day online. That's not what me and Aaron talk about. He calls me when like shit's hitting the fan, when he needs somebody to talk to, when he needs like solid advice, when he needs like, you know what I mean? Like when he has no one else around, when bad shit's happening, he's getting spun out and he doesn't know what's going on, he calls me. That's my friendship with Aaron. And he doesn't need to do anything for me in order for me to keep that going with him. You know what I mean? Because I do have love for the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's unconditional love. It's not like, yo, you can just do whatever you want and I'm just never going to call you out on it. But like, I do love the guy. Like I know his heart, I know his soul, and I do not believe that Aaron is a bad person. I think Aaron's in a bad state right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my opinion. That's besides the point. I'm here just to tell you guys the story. So he didn't do the verified thing. That was the next thing. People are looking kind of weird because, you know, he was telling everybody he was going to do it online. He didn't do it. So then the next thing that came up after verified thing is the podcast thing. So like the thing is I wasn't going on Aaron's live. That's why a lot of you guys don't really know who I am. But a lot of you do, is because like I'm not on his live every day. I wasn't like a lot of the time that me and Aaron were friends, I wasn't even following Aaron, and I damn sure wasn't checking for anything that he was doing. But people are messaging me constantly, sending me screenshots, telling me what's going on, this is going on, that's going on, and I'm just like overwhelmed with it. Really, I didn't even know that world existed on the internet, right? But I'm not really like tuning into that world. But I'd say like 4 months ago, I started regularly coming on his live. And me and him are talking and we're having good conversations and good energy. And some people around him suggested like, yo, it would be good if you did a podcast with this guy, because this guy can actually talk and, you know what I mean, keep up with a thought, and he's articulate. You know what I mean? It would be good. You guys can like, you know what I mean, do something together, interview some people. So Aaron set up people for us to interview, one of them being James Garrettson from the Tiger King, the other one being a girl from Playboy. I don't remember her name. I forget the girl's name from Playboy, but we had like a bunch of interviews lined up. He made me like watch, like, first of all, I never seen the Tiger King in my life, okay? Then Aaron's like, yo, you gotta know about it because we're interviewing James. So I had to sit around for 2 days watching the fucking Tiger King. And if anybody that knows me, I don't watch TV, I don't watch movies, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. It's annoying to me. I'm into real world things. You know what I mean? So like I had to sit there for 2 days. You know how painful that was? It was like I was back in high school doing homework. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there watching episodes of the Tiger King from start to finish, learning this convoluted, fucked up story, and I'm just like, you know what, like, this is annoying, but whatever, I need to know what I'm talking about if we're gonna interview this guy. Day of the interview comes, Aaron's like, yo, I got stuff going on, blah, 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 you know what I mean? So me and James are just kind of like, okay, whatever, you know what I mean? Never got done, you know what I'm saying? I knew better, like, the thing is, I didn't have an expectation. I'm not thinking like, ooh, I'm going to do a podcast with Aaron Carter, it's going to make me famous, or this is going to be, like, no expectation. I'm like, yo, if Aaron wants to get on and we'll shoot the shit with some people, we'll get on and shoot the shit with some people. You know what I'm saying? So, didn't plan out, you know what I mean? People are razzing me online like, oh, where's the podcast? Where's the podcast? Where's the podcast? I'm just like, you know, like, I don't care. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't matter to me. Like, whether we do it or don't, it doesn't really like affect me too much. It's not going to bring me anything great. It's not going to take anything away from me. But that was the next thing, okay? So then the straw that kind of broke the camel's back when I had to like realize like, look, man, I'm going to have to give my homie here some tough love and like, you know what I mean, take a step back here, is like, he was on live like maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe. I don't know. Probably 2 weeks ago, realistically. And he's making a beat. He's sitting there making a beat like, yo, is this? So I come on the live. I see him making a beat. He starts playing this one sound. I'm like typing in the comments. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yeah, that one. Keep going with that one. And I'm kind of like, you know, steering him making this beat or whatever, like, in a way, like, I'd say we were collaborating on it back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And then he got the beat going, and the beat was slapping. Like, I can't even lie, the beat was smashing. So I was just like, yo, I need to rap on that shit, man. So me and him just started, like, freestyling on live and coming up with the concept of the hook, which was sliding. The reason why it was sliding is because he watched a video of me sliding down a hill on a sled. I'm Canadian, like I told you. And there's a sled called a GT that you guys apparently don't use in the States, that we use all the time. And it's just like a little kid's fucking, like, looks like a little motorcycle thing for the snow and just slides down the fucking hill, right? So he's seen a video of me sliding down the hill on this thing, and he thought it was the funniest fucking video he's ever seen in his life. So he just kept like freestyling about me sliding down the hill. He's like, yo, he was sliding. I'm like, yeah, we sliding on him. Escalades on 26s, yeah, we gliding on him. Rock a presidential rollie, I went Biden on him. And I start coming up with this like hook and shit, and he's like, we're bouncing back and forth. Then he gets as excited as fuck. He's like, yo, he's like, okay, I'm gonna send you this record right now. I'm bouncing it right now. I'm gonna call Winter Haven right now. I'm gonna get him to write my verse, and we're gonna do this record, bro. We're gonna shoot the video here. We're gonna shoot it at a ski hill. We're gonna slide down the hill on the shit. He's coming up with all the plans, whatever. In the back of my head, I'm like, no, we're not, but I'll play along because I just wanted to like record a verse on the beat, to be honest with you. I just really like the beat. It spoke to me. I wanted to like kill a verse on it. He sends it to me. I go in the studio the next morning. I drop the hook. I drop the verse. I send it to him. He hits me back. He's like, yo, this is crazy, whatever. He's like, yo, let me show you the version that Winter made, because he had his boy Winter Haven make a version too. That was going to be his little part or whatever in it, and then we were going to mash it together and put out the song or whatever. Then he shows me Winter's part. Then he starts kind of playing a game that I didn't really like. He's like, well, let's do this. Let's play your version, and then let's play Winter's version, and let's see which version's like better, right? And I didn't really like that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go into detail with that, but you guys can read between the lines why I wouldn't. Like, it felt like he was pitting me against his homie, and we're both named Winter anyway, so it's already kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just felt like he was kind of like pitting us against each other. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he plays mine. He's like, I like Andrew's better. I can't lie. I like Andrew's better. He's like, yo, he turns around, looks at Melanie. He's like, yo, Andrew just made the album. In the back of my head, I'm like, no, I didn't. You know, like I said, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not no one's fool, man. And I'm like, no, I didn't, but whatever. We'll play along for another week and see how this shit goes, right? So he messages me the next day, or we're on live together. And he's like, this record can't really be on my album. He's like, cause I like what you did on it too much. And it's too dope that I just want to feature on it. It'll be your record. You can stay on the hooks, because I did the reference for the hooks, but he was going to lay down the hooks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote the shit, but he was going to like rap the shit. But he was like, nah, I like the way you did the hook. Your record, you keep it, and I'm going to feature on it. And he said the reason why he was giving me the record is because I'm such an underdog, and because I'm the kind of guy that's like, I've never asked him for anything, and I don't want nothing from him, and I've been a good friend, and I'm an underdog, and I help people out, and I deserve it. And that's the part that pissed me off. It's like, you can fuck me, man, but you don't gotta butter me up. You don't gotta lube me up. You know what I'm saying? Before you bang me. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? So like, that part kind of bugged me, just because he said so many like nice things and the reason why he was doing this thing for me. And then the next day I go on live, and he takes me off the record, and he puts these two guys from Florida, like these two guys I've never seen before in my life, these random dudes from Florida, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, huh? Like, what just happened here, right? But the thing is, I'm still not really mad. I thought it was a funny play, obviously, but I'm still not mad, because like I told you guys, and this is what you guys need to keep in mind, Aaron's not here to help me, and I'm not here to get anything from Aaron. I'm here to help Aaron. That's it. That's what I was there to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been doing for over 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, trying to help him become a better person, trying to help him get, focused or get his shit together, or just give him someone solid to be there for him. That's like a rock that isn't weird or isn't part of the entertainment industry or trying to like leech things off of him. I thought in my head, if he had like one solid person around him with a head on their shoulders, that it would be like good for him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still not mad, but I'm watching this Florida thing go down, and then he drops Grady. He had this guy named Grady. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Grady. Grady was signed to his label, apparently, allegedly, and, because everybody was signed, you know what I'm saying, at one point. But Grady was signed to the label. Grady's a fire rapper, by the way. I'm not just saying that shit. I'm being real. Like, I really feel like Grady's like an incredibly talented kid. And he's a young guy, you know what I'm saying? He's still out there in the trenches. So like, what kind of bothered me is like, Aaron just kind of like drops the project that he's been working on for months with this kid. This kid's been putting his heart and soul into this shit. And then he starts fucking with these Florida dudes that Like, no offense to the Florida dudes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hate on them, but like, they were just random. I'm like, yo, where did these guys come from? Like, how, like, who are these people? It just took over. Like, this whole scene took over. And then I'm looking at Grady, and like, the thing is, like, don't get me wrong, man. Grady don't need no pity. I'm not trying to act like poor Grady or nothing like that. He's a G. He's a boss. He holds his own shit down. I see how he moves. Like, it ain't nothing like that. But me just being like a dude older than him and looking at him, I'm like, yo, man, you got this kid out in Philly. He's in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? He's got mad dangerous shit going around him every day. And he's got this music dream and he's got talent. And he's giving you everything that he's got, man. He's giving you all of his energy. He's doing everything you're asking him to do. He's killing every verse, every song, every whatever. And then you just kind of like fizzle him out after like promising him all this shit, man. Like, that hurts kids' dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you know, like, I knew what was up with Aaron, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm older and I've been around and I know what, you know, I'm a pretty good judge of character, you know what I'm saying? It only takes me about 10 seconds to assess somebody. Like, I used to be in the streets in my early 20s, so my life was depending on me being a good judge of character and being able to understand people and their motivations and, you know, detect deceptions and all these different things, right? But, like, the thing is just, like, I don't know, man. That shit just bugged me because I was like, yo, this kid got dreams. This kid just put a ton of work in. He's got all these projects ready, and now it's just like, and then I'm just like, I didn't like it, but I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's none of my business. Stay the fuck out of shit that don't, you know, I mind my business for the most part. That's why I don't got problems with people. But I didn't like that shit. And then I thought about my homegirl Danica. If you guys know who Danica is, there was another girl that Aaron was working with for a long time. Her name's Danica Bucci. She's from Toronto, Ontario. She's Canadian too, so me and her know each other. She knew my musical partner for years and stuff like that. He's a big fan of her, loves her to death, told me she's an amazing person. So like when I noticed that she was friends with Aaron, we had already known each other prior to Aaron anyway. We're following each other and whatever. We just started talking a bit, collaborating a bit, and like he had her too, and she's incredibly talented too, and it didn't really like, he didn't follow through. Just no follow through. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to trash Aaron. I'm just keeping it 1,000. I'm just keeping it, telling you exactly what the experience was. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he didn't really, like, follow through with her, didn't follow through with Grady, didn't follow through with me, didn't follow through with, like, a lot of situations, right? And, like, but the thing is, like, that's the thing that where I feel like you guys go wrong, is you guys are like, oh, he's just going to do this and he's going to do that. Like, who cares anyway at the end of the day, man? Let him figure out his own situations with other people. They're smart too, man. They're humans too. They'll figure it out, or they'll learn a lesson and they'll be better off for learning the lesson so it doesn't happen again. You know what I'm saying? That's how winning's done. You got to make a lot of mistakes in order to win, because you got to make a lot of failures, and then you go back and do it again, and you don't repeat the mistakes that you made the first time when you fucked it all up, and that's how you win. You know what I mean? So like, that ain't the problem. Like, you know, like, stop. Like, we don't need to judge him or try to like warn every single person about him. Like, people figure it out on their own, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just really didn't like the Danica thing. I really didn't like the Grady thing. And then like, these Florida guys are on there, and like a lot of these guys, I just didn't see good motivations in these guys. Like, me actually caring for this guy, me knowing Aaron personally, spending like mad days with him, you know what I mean? Like, really knowing him personally. It's not some guy off the internet that you know what I mean? I just look at these guys, like a lot of these guys, not all of them, but there was a few of them, I'm like, yo, these guys are just here to screw this guy, man. Use him up. Take advantage of them, get their little fucking music on there, whatever they're trying to do, and then they're going to be the next ones that are on blogs trying to expose them and trying to fucking, you know, expose phone calls that they had and doing all the fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's the part that pissed me off, is I'm like, yo, why are you entertaining people that don't have your best interest in mind? Meanwhile, you got a whole team of people that love you, got your best interest in mind, and are like, you know what I mean, willing to like, you know what I mean, be patient with you in your growth process, you know what I mean, because we understand where he's coming from, we understand what kind of life he had, we understand the traumas that happened to him in his life, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to diss those people, and you're going to give all this new attention to these new guys. Okay, so I'm still just like sitting back, still knowing my business, just watching, right? Now this is the part where like I actually got mad. He went online and he has this random guy on there that's like strung out, you know what I mean? He's trying to like, I don't know what this guy's trying to do. He's trying to rap. Aaron's trying to get him rap. The guy won't rap. He's tripping online. He's showing pill bottles online. This guy's tripping, some dude in Florida. And then Aaron's like, yo, I'm going to give you this song. And he pulls up like a Winter Haven song. That's a fucking beautiful song. And he just starts ripping Winter Haven's song apart. and trying to give it to this guy. He's like, he takes Winter Haven's verses off the song, leaves Winter Haven on the hook, and tries to give it to this random clout chasing, using leech fruit fly. You know what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, man, actually I'm not even gonna say that, but anyway, the point is, right, is like, I was just like, you know what? This has gone too far, man. You're just tearing people's music up, giving it to random people. Like, it's just like, this has gone too far. I was just getting like frustrated or whatever, you know what I'm saying? With the whole situation. So like, I was just like, you know what? I need to take like a step back from this shit because like this is going in a bad direction. And then when I seen everything that just happened the other day between him and Mel, it just had me like so down. Like, I'm just like, here's the thing, man. I do not want to see Aaron Carter make a fool of himself. And I do not want to see Aaron Carter looking stupid to everybody. It doesn't make it. I don't get, like, I know you guys do, a lot of you guys do, but I don't get any enjoyment whatsoever at watching somebody that like needs some help being like bullied almost. And like, you guys can say that like Aaron's this, Aaron's that, Aaron's whatever, but like, he does get bullied. You know what I'm saying? And that creates a complex in motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate bullies too. Like, I used to beat up bullies when I was in high school. If I seen someone picking on somebody, I'd do something about it. You know what I mean? So like, I really don't like that energy. Now, here's the thing, man. Aaron has his ways about him. Yes, like 100%. And that's not up for me to judge. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not here to fucking judge Aaron. I'm not holier than thou. I'm not here to judge anybody. I don't point the finger at anybody and judge them. That's why I continue to be, over this period of time, I've continued to be friends with Aaron, is because I don't judge him. I don't care. You know what I mean? I just look at him and I see like his actual heart and soul, like, you know what I mean? Beyond all the, the experience that he had and everything that like led him to be who he is. And I'm just like, you know what? I can empathize with the situation and just be there for him. You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be better to be there for somebody? Like, do you really think it's good? Even if you guys think someone's bad or a narcissist or all these things, like, do you think that that's a reason to just shut them off and treat them like shit and tell them they're fucking horrible human and all this shit? They're not horrible people, man. They're just in bad states of mind. They have bad ways about them. They've been taught the wrong things. You know what I mean? They've had the wrong people around them. You know what I mean? Does that mean you should put up with it? Hell no, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody set their own limits. Like, don't take shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, do I feel like Aaron's a pedophile? God, no, man. I really do not believe Aaron's a pedophile. So when you guys are pushing that narrative, the pedophile narrative, I really don't believe that shit. I'm sorry, I don't. And you can say, oh, you can say whatever you want. I just personally don't believe that to be true. I don't look at him as a predator of children. I look at him as a guy that's got a lot of issues and a lot of problems in different ways, but I do not look at him as a predator of children. You know what I mean? And like, that's kind of the problem. And that's what Grady said when he went live with you guys, is like, you guys be like, you guys be coming at him with the wrong shit. Like, you guys be calling him a crackhead. You guys be calling him a meth head. You guys be saying he's a pedophile. Like, come at him with something that he's actually doing that we can all measure. Like, there's things he's doing that's obvious that you can call him out on. Like, call him out on those things, because then it makes you look less credible when you're calling him out and being like, crackhead, this, that, the other thing. Like, he's not doing crack, okay? The guy was huff and duster. And like, to be real with you, wouldn't it be less embarrassing to smoke crack than huff duster? Like, I don't know. I've never done either, but I'm just thinking, like, if I had to choose, everybody know me as a guy who huffs duster or everybody knows me as a guy who smoked crack. Like, fuck, man. The mayor of Toronto smoked crack before. Fucking Steve Harvey smoked crack. Like, fucking all, like Rick James, like, I don't know, man, all these, like, I just don't think it's as bad as huffing duster. Like, who do you know that was addicted to huffing duster? So when you guys fucking say, like, he's a crackhead and shit, it's just like, it just makes you look whack, because he's not a crackhead. He's never done crack. He's not that kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? To do that kind of drug or meth. You know what I'm saying? He had other addiction issues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Speak on those ones. Don't like make shit up and try to like paint a false narrative or try to, oh, he's a pedophile, he's this, he's that. Like, you got to prove that shit, man. You can say whatever you want about somebody, but you got to be able to prove that shit. You know what I mean? And if you do want to see him, like, there's two things that I don't like, man. One is that, like, people, like, they say that they're there to help him, and they're really just there to fucking watch his whole ship go down in flames. That's not what I'm here to do, man. I'm not here to fuck over Aaron. I'm not here to screw over Aaron. I'm not here to, like, I could if I want to. I know things about Aaron. I know all kinds of things. I've spent 2 years around this guy, and he's called me through all the hardest times that he's had, and I know all kinds of things about Aaron. I have all kinds of things that, if I was that kind of person, I could put out there chase my clout, get on TMZ, create a big shitstorm, but I ain't doing that, man. I'm keeping it real. I think you guys should keep it real too, man. I kept it real. I told you guys my experience with Aaron, let you guys know where I'm coming from, let you guys know what he did to me that I didn't appreciate, but at the same time, I didn't have an expectation, and neither should you. Stop expecting shit from people, period. People in your life, people in your family, like whatever. If you don't have any expectation, you can never be let down. And then if they do something good, it's fucking bonus time. So stop expecting things from people. You know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? I really do believe Aaron, though, is kind of like at a point where he's making a lot of super bad decisions. I think he's making terrible decisions right now. I think he's surrounding himself with the way wrong people. And I just I don't see it panning out for him in a positive way. And when I look around him and all the people that are like me, that I know are like me because I'm behind the scenes, you know what I mean? When I see that they're all no longer there, you know what I mean? It's tough to you know what I mean? At some point, me, he was 115 pounds. Since he's known me, he's consistently kept on weight. And he's been doing better. He did things. He did celebrity boxing. He did, you know what I mean? He did things that weren't going on the years before knowing me. So don't say I'm an enabler. I was actually helping him out, doing real shit, not helping him out fucking creating drama on the internet. That's up to him. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But you guys make it just as bad by paying attention to it. The fact that there's this many people in the room says a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you guys are really worried about young girls and all this shit, that's one thing. You know what I mean? I can't tell you what to believe and what not to believe. If you believe in your heart that, you know, he's some threat and you need to speak up, do your thing, man. But at the same time, you know what I mean? If you're just trying to put a smear campaign on and trying to use psychological warfare, and the thing is, I study psychology. I can recognize the signs of psychological warfare when they're being employed on people. And there's a lot of psychological warfare that's employed on Aaron. People are trying to make him go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not excusing his behavior at all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that is a real thing. So you guys are right and you're wrong. A lot of things that you guys say about him is 100% right. But a lot of things that you guys say about him isn't right. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys think he's paranoid, people aren't stalking him and people aren't doing all that weird shit to him, I can tell you 100% they are, because it was happening to me. And I'm not even famous. I just know him. So think about it. If it's happening to me, then what's happening to him? So I already know it's happening to him because it's happening to me. It is a very real thing. And the people that are stalking me, they're very close to him. And the reason why I know they're close to him is because these people talk so fucking personal. When they write me these messages, it's so fucking personal that I know it's somebody very close to him, either somebody related to him or somebody that's known him their whole life. The way that they write these long ass drawn out messages to me, trying to warn me, be careful. You guys don't need to warn me about shit. Andrew's a big boy. Andrew will hold it down on his own, okay? I don't need you guys' help. I don't need you guys' warnings. I don't need you guys to save me. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever think that I'm somebody's fucking fool. I know exactly what I'm looking at all times. Now, whether or not I choose to be there for somebody as a good human being and try to support them getting better and their development into transcending into a different state, you know what I mean? That's what I was there for. And I fucking did my best. I had a vision for Aaron's career. I thought that I could help him. And I could help him today. If I got full control today over everything that Aaron's doing, you guys watch how this shit would turn around in a day. So don't say that I'm a fucking enabler. I'm the best probably person that Aaron's ever, most level-headed, most, clear thinking person Aaron's ever had in his life. So you guys can fuck off with all that bullshit you guys be putting on me, man, and calling me all these names and calling me, all these derogatory names, calling me racist names, all you guys are crazy. Do you guys think that that's really gonna help you guys' agenda or whatever you guys are trying to accomplish? It's really not. It just makes you guys look ignorant and stupid, and it takes away credibility from the things that you are saying if they are real. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the big nuclear bomb that I have to drop is that I love Aaron. I don't hate Aaron. I love Aaron like a brother. I care about Aaron, and I will always be there if he wants my help to get better. But you can't help somebody until they want to help themselves. And until that time, I need to take my step back like I did. I got Aaron blocked right now. I don't want to see what he's doing. I don't want to think about it. I don't hate him. If he called me, he has my phone number. If he called me tonight and he was breaking down and he needed some kind of help or whatever, I'd sit there and fucking give him the time of day. You know what I mean? That's me. I don't change who I am because other people don't treat me right. That's what you guys need to realize. I don't give a fuck if people treat me like shit. I'll decide how I treat them. The way you treat me does not dictate how I treat you, because I'm better than that. So you can treat me whatever way you want. I'm going to treat you what's in my vibration, the way that I rock. I'm not going to change the way I rock because the way you rock. I'm not going to lower myself down to some standard and start playing dumb games with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So like, here's the bombshell. I love Aaron. He's my brother, but he's fucking up right now. And I'm telling you, Aaron, I know you're going to watch this shit right now. Look in my eyes right now. I'm telling you, bro, you're fucking up right now. You're making bad decisions. You're pushing the wrong people away, man. And you're not putting the proper attention into where it needs to go. And you're putting the proper attention into people that are going to fucking harm you, bro. These people ain't going to be around next month. And like, I'm sorry, man, no disrespect to Rocky Luciano, this guy that he got the record with, you know what I mean? No disrespect, homeboy, this ain't personal. But Aaron Carter singing about leaving people leaking, that ain't the vibe. Aaron Carter's a pop star. Him singing a song about leaving people leaking, like, why would you even invite that violence into your life anyway, rapping about violence? That's how people end up getting killed behind music, man, is rapping violence. And then that shit creep up into their real life. How many rappers died this year? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, man. Make better decisions. I'm always here for you, bro, if you need me. I know you're going to be pissed at me. I know you're going to fucking go on a smear campaign, but I don't care, bro. You can't tarnish me, man. You can't smear my name, man, because I'm 100. It is what it is, and you know I've been there to help you every step of the way. But right now, I'm your older brother, and me being the older brother, I got to put your skinny little ass over my knee and give you a spanking right now, bro, because I love you and because I care about you. So right now, you know what I mean? I just put you in the deep end. You can swim, bro. You know, you swim for a bit. See how it goes. And if you come to the realization, you realize, bro, that you've been making some mistakes and you want to rebuild, bro, everybody is still down for you, bro. Everybody that was in the past, none of us trashed you, bro. Me, Danica, Grady, all these people, we could have trashed you. We know things about you, Aaron, that you do not want everybody else to know. Okay? And we didn't put those things out there because we're not those kind of people. We're not clout chasers. We're not looking for clout. We're not looking for none of that shit. We met this guy, you know what I'm saying? And we actually took a shine into this guy and started to like this guy. And like, here's the thing, man. When I look at Aaron Carter, I look at Aaron Carter as being cut from the Jerry Lee Lewis cloth. I look at Aaron Carter as being cut from the Elvis Presley cloth. I look at Aaron Carter as being cut from the George Michael cloth. I look at Aaron as being cut from the Elton John cloth. Like, he's one of them smooth ass white boys that can sing, that can perform. He's got charisma, and he's moving around doing his thing. But here's the thing, man. You're not using your talent, bro. You're not being those things. You're not being great. It's time to be great, bro. Stop fucking around. Stop wasting your time and shit that doesn't serve you, bro. Stop fucking around people that don't serve you, bro. Just be yourself, bro. Everybody loves you for what you are and who you are, bro. Not this fucking bullshit, not all the foolishness and all the whatever, man. That shit's just killing your career, bro. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, I know you're gonna hate hearing this come from me, but because I do love you, bro, I do gotta say this. And the only reason I'm saying it publicly, just so everybody knows, oh, he's chasing clout. He wants to destroy Aaron publicly on an expose so he can get clout. Nah. The reason why I'm saying this live is because you made me look stupid, Aaron. You made me look stupid. I defend you, bro. I defend you to people, and you know, I give you the patience, and I give you time, and I defend you in the process because I know what we're building, and I know you're getting better and better and better, and I know I can help you, so I defend you, I protect you. But you made me look real fucking stupid, bro, because everything that the haters say to me every day on Twitter, bro, you basically prove them right. You know what I'm saying? You use me to prove people right that I was trying to prove wrong. Okay? So you put yourself in this position, dude. You made me look real fucking stupid when publicly in front of, like, you write a song with me online so everybody sees that I wrote the song, right? And then you take me off this shit. It's real hard to stand behind that shit, especially when I didn't like the move with Grady, didn't like the move with Danica, didn't like the move with a lot. I didn't even like the move with Melanie the other day. Like, that's none of my business. I'm going to stay out of their relationship, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't like that. Like, I don't think Aaron should be trashing the mother of his children ever on live. I don't care if Melanie does the worst thing in the world. Man, keep that shit fucking... Lil Wayne had a line. Lil Wayne said, when we go out, we do it just how we suppose. Step out the limo, then we pose, leave the drama in the Royce. So like what he's saying is just like, yo, we might be fighting in the limo, but man, when the door opens and it's like camera action, man, put a smile on, man. Don't be giving your enemies that ammunition to fire back at you, bro. And that's what's frustrating about you, bro. You keep giving your haters exactly what they fucking want, man. You keep proving them right, and it's fucking annoying as fuck, bro. It's super fucking annoying to watch you prove people right that fucking hate your guts, that just want to see you fucking not succeed, and you're fucking assisting and proving them right, and then making your friends like me who've been holding you down look stupid in the process, dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say, man. You guys, like, take it how you want to, man. I don't care what Aaron says about me. I'm sure he's going to trash me. He's going to say a bunch of shit about me. I really don't care, man. I didn't trash Aaron. I didn't say that he's, you know what I mean? I didn't go in on him, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get salacious and get into details and try to, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of shit. Trust me. I know all kind of shit, right? And he knows how good of a friend I am for just keeping it like this. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. Get your shit together, bro. Start treating the people around you that care about you better. And I want to see him get back together with his brother and work that shit out, man. They got kids now. It's time to squash all that shit, man. Fuck what you guys got going on. Nick, if you see this shit, it's time to fucking hash things out with your brother. Aaron, I know you're gonna see this shit. It's time to hash things out with Nick. You guys need to figure that shit out. And you don't need a bunch of fucking fans or people that don't know you guys personally in between it. Figure it out, man. Get your fucking shit together, man. You guys look whack right now, man. You guys are two of the most known people in fucking America. You guys are like part of the face of fucking American pop culture, and you guys are gonna fucking have the legacy like that. You guys are gonna have all the kids that look up to you guys, looking at you guys, fucking won't talk to each other. You guys as kids don't know each other, don't spend time around each other, man. Fuck off with that shit, man. Maybe I'm from Canada, I think a little different. I'm from Nova Scotia, I got a down-home mentality, but that shit needs to stop, man. Nick, you need to smarten up, man. Get in contact with your brother. I don't care how bad he is, because that's another part of Aaron's problem too, man. Just imagine being estranged from all your family. You know what I mean? That'll drive you fucking mental in itself. You know what I mean? So it's just like, man, get that shit together, man. It's not helping Nick either. Like, Nick, I'm not trying to be rude, bro, but it doesn't look like you've slept in years, bro. You know, you can smile all you want. You can flick your hair up like Ryan Seacrest all you want, bro. It does not look like you've slept in years, bro. And I know, I can see, you can smile. You can smile with the veneers and the $1 million smile and shit. I can see through that shit, bro. I know you ain't feeling not talking with your brother. That's your brother. Whether you hate him or not, man, it's going to leave a void in you. It's going to create a problem. It's not healthy. It's uneasy. It's creating dis-ease in the mind, which is creating dis-ease of the body. And everybody's just fucked up in the game, man. Get your shit together. You guys need to get your shit together. And who cares about you guys at this point? Do it for your kids, man. Because like, you don't want you guys as kids to grow up, man, and get the idea that you can just cut your family off like that and just fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And the hell with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Break that shit, man. Don't make that a generational thing. You guys can break that shit right now, man. Like, Aaron, get your shit together, bro. Call your brother. Stop with all the fuckery. Stop with all the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Stop fighting with Melanie on live. You guys are going to fight, man. You're a couple. That's normal. But stop fighting with her on live, bro. And stop other the other thing that bothered me, man, you like trashing your girl, bro, on live, and stop letting these little mutts get on your live, bro, and trash your girl, bro. Because then when you get back together with her 2 days later, bro, it just looks fucking whack, first of all. And then then all them girls are like, I don't know, man, it just creates so much problems. She's the mother of your child, bro. One day your child's gonna have to grow up and watch this on the internet and see what was going on, bro. What kind of picture do you want to paint, bro? Ask yourself that. What kind of legacy do you want to leave on the internet? Because right now, man, you can turn the whole ship around, bro. This guy's fucking talented, man. He could get his shit together today, man, and go right back to the top of the game, man. And everybody would love to see it if it was a genuine turnaround. But if it's not genuine, bro, it ain't gonna work, man. The shit's not working, dude. It's getting worse and worse and worse, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's something gotta change. So, like, yo, if I can be here to facilitate that change, I would love to. If not, yo, man, love you, bro. Good luck. That's all I can really say, man. I know I talked. I didn't answer no questions. I didn't say nothing, but I don't really want to. You know what I mean? I don't really give a fuck to, sit here and go back and forth with people about their opinion on, I just let you guys know the real, let you guys know the truth. And it is what it is, man. Like I said, I love Aaron, man, and I want to see the best for him. And tough love, man. You know what I'm saying? Tough love is a very real thing. I got to spank you right now, bro. This is your spanking. This is your reprimand, bro. This is like, you're like, yo, you ain't doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm not a fucking yes man, Aaron. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit online and bash him in front of you guys, but that's what you guys think. You guys think I'm going to jump on his live? Even if he says something like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and be, and bash him. Like, come on, man. Would you guys do that to your friends? Like, come on, man. I'm a good friend. A good friend is fucking loyal, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that when he's doing dumb shit and we're on live, even if I don't say shit, don't think that I don't jump off and say something to him about it. Like, come on, man. But it is what it is, man. But anyway, y'all, I gotta fucking bounce, man. I didn't even want to be on here this late anyway. I appreciate you guys like checking it out, listening to my story. And I just want you guys to know that shit. So man, like I met Aaron in 2018, I think. It was like the end of 2018 or something like that. And, I got screwed over in the boxing thing like years ago. So like the thing is like if you guys think like, oh, you're gonna find out about him, come on, man. Like, I told you guys the history. Like I told you, I was here to help him, man. Don't paint me with that brush of being someone's fool or whatever. I'm here to help the guy, man. That's it. Do the right thing, brother. Do the right thing, man. Treat the people that treat you well, bro. You know what I'm saying? If people love you, bro, if people show you that love, bro, don't play fucking games with them, bro. There's enough people out there trying to screw you that you can play games with. The people that love you and the people that treat you good, bro, treat them good, man, or you're going to lose them and then you'll have nobody. I'm out, man. Love you guys. Peace.